Hello, and thank you for being there for this 20th episode. And I would like you, Annika, to tell a little bit about the evolution of the context of this podcast so that we give the distinction about Archan Permaculture, Money Club, and what we are here for.
Yes. Well, it began actually during the COVID pandemic. It was then called Transition Talks or Omställningssnack, as it is in Swedish, and it was in Swedish. The first episodes were these like live recordings with an audience. So we recorded a conversation, and people were allowed or invited to join. And then we ended the recording, and after we ended the recording, people could ask questions. There was this discussion. So that was the concept of the first, I think, 4 episodes. And after that, I realized it's a bit time consuming to arrange a time and have these invitations out. So decided to just have the conversations and then publish them without a live audience present. And yeah, the purpose of these podcasts or edgecasts, as I am invited to call them nowadays, is yeah, just like to share like what is the relationship to like to food and to nature and to like the surroundings, the social surroundings, and like generally just like slowing down and like coming down to earth, which is now the name of the podcast. Like what is a bit like coming back to basics, coming down to what is really really important if you cut out all these extra luxuries and necessities. So what is really really what matters. So
Yeah,
that's the context of the podcast in a nutshell.
yeah. And thank you. And also recently you made this bridge towards the Archan Permaculture game world. And your podcast is also supporting this game world by also creating those conversation like the one we're gonna have today.
Yes.
And I want to give a few words about this game world that started more than 1 year ago. It was named differently, so it evolved. It has another name, and the idea was to that permaculture that is originally described as something that is about the external ecosystems, that you deal the way you deal with the land, the way you create a space, a place where it is resilience and regenerative for people to live in and for nature. So, and it all come from an outside perspective, like dealing with ecosystems and dealing with the life with the nature, as seeing as something as outside. And more we figured out, me and others that are holding space for this game world to evolve, that Archan Permaculture start with inner permaculture. That it starts with the aliveness within ourselves first. And how to actually create resources, possibilities for human beings to be more alive and connected to the earth. Otherwise, even so, we could have great concept and to actually design ecosystem with humans if we still think with the same how to say that shitware, like the same old way of thinking, then we could only permaculture places that are nicely designed with very great concept, but it's not fitting with what really is happening on the land. regarding maybe indigenous people, the connection to indigenous people, to other cultures, and also to the earth itself. And it could become this kind of greenwashing technique. And it's really a movement inward. So there's this, this inward movement is supported by possibility management. It's basically the thoughtware that is in the core. And that's why it is named Archan Permaculture, like permaculture for archiarchy, or the permaculture of archiarchy. And then on the other hand, me and Annika are exploring Money Club. And the Money part is also part connected to Archan Permaculture in a way that if people has this inner connection, are more alive, and also are connected to the land, there is still a third part that is another part that could be seen as something to investigate, is the relationship to money itself. And I wanted to, and I want to start with a burning question that we had just talking at the phone. Anna, is that correct? Can I name you Anna or Anna Paula? What is your?
My name is Anna Paula, but you can ask me, you can call me Anna if you want. It's okay.
Okay, let me know what is your preferred name. Like, what is your name?
My name is all of these four names, and usually you can call me Anna Paula because it has the two main names that I prefer. So yeah, Anna Paula.
Yeah. Okay. Then Anna Paula, I reached to you. I know you're organizing rage clubs. You're empowering people with a new thoughtware, with a new manner of thinking. And my first burning question is, well, have judgment about my question. It's like, it looks like a baby question, so I'm gonna just land it like that, and let me know, and maybe we'll be refined. It's like, what is a path for a possibility manager to bring this this new culture to the world while being economically resilient or regenerative? Like, what is the link? What is your path with that?
This is a big question. I think I should be here 10 hours or more speaking.
And maybe before, you could just present yourself and tell what you're doing, and I don't know, what is your knack, and what is it that you have pleasure by doing what you do?
Oh my God. Such a big questions, but okay, let's focus. I'm here on the PM world since 2020 or something, or 21. And before I already started what I called personal development path, or not focusing just on what society wants you to do, but also what somehow you feel inside that, this is not what I really want. And in fact, I'm doing a path of knowing more and more what is my purpose here, besides doing all these processes. What I really want, in fact, is to grow the conscious of people who are here or who came here to this planet, in fact, to renew the planet, or to not to just be here to, okay, I want to take out something for me, but yeah, because we are all humans, and as human beings, like who came from a spiritual world to this land to be incarnated here, I think, or I think and I feel that I and you and we all have a purpose of being here. And why on this planet? Because we could land in other planet or in other place. Why here in Gaia? And that is I in fact I don't know exactly, or I still want to know more about how me, or how can I be that incarnation that in fact is doing, or that I'm being what I came here to be, you know? And besides doing things with others or empowering women or working on the emotional area, I do emotional gyms in companies and with people, and also family constellations and lots of things that in fact are asking, or putting people asking themselves, how can I be not the best, because best can be okay, can be not the right question, but how can I be the being that I'm kind of supposed to be here when I came here to this world? And I know that this is sometimes kind of difficult to find out, because sometimes you feel, okay, I'm doing my right path, or I feel, okay, this is the right path, I'm doing okay. And sometimes you feel, oh, I'm completely in a field of fear, because I don't know exactly what should be my next step, because you're kind of in the swamp. And all these things for me are the things that should happen or must happen to you in order for you to not just to survive, but in order for you to unfold the best version that you want to be. And this want to be, I don't know if it's something that you want to be, or if it's just your being who wants to stay in your being. So I think I'm confusing what I'm saying, but yes, I'm really glad, or I'm feeling glad because I'm here talking with you, and I'm feeling fear because I don't know exactly what it would come from my body's replying to you. And yeah, I think my path is just somehow connected with this PM world, and I'm kind of connecting all the informations and experiences and knowledges that I'm gathering from other places in order for me to kind of landing I don't know if it's a specific, but somehow specific parts of healing for each body. Because I totally resonates with me, the 5 bodies that we have, and how we can heal in our 5 bodies. And I'm also working on the feelings practitioner area. I'm organizing now the feelings practitioner here in Portugal. And so what I feel is that somehow I'm always finding more. Because I feel that, okay, nothing is enough for me. And I'm not talking on a scarcity mode, because I'm not feel that this is scarcity. But somehow I feel that, yeah, there is so much more to know, or so much more to give to the world. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. It looks like expansion. You want yourself to expand more and more. And
yes. Yeah.
so actually it's the opposite of scarcity. It's like possibilities. And I hear something like you kind of reached this game world that is PM with possibility management with other game world. It is part of your job. This is what you do. Or
In fact, I'm I had a company before. I created a company who were focused on mental health issues. And in fact, in the area of COVID was kind of a boom because lots of people start to talk about mental health, and I sell lots of projects in companies and also with people who look for psychiatrists and psychologists. But at that time, for me, and since I started also to came here to this world of PM, I thought, no, this is not just the mental area that interests me. I want to, like I said, to connect all the 5 bodies to be healed. And so I start to find out, okay, what is good for your physical body? What is good for your mind, for your thoughts? What is I mean, good is not maybe the right word, but what is okay if you not feel or if you feel? And for your energetic body, okay, why you don't put your bubble? Because people usually don't have a bubble or don't know that they have a bubble and they protect themselves. Or in their spiritual world, or like here we said another word, oh, maybe there is something that it comes also from your parents, or it comes also from something that in your past lives you didn't know, and you're here to maybe doing the same things. So what I thought was, okay, so if I want to heal myself, maybe I want to find how all these kind of pieces can put together in a way that, for example, if someone come and ask me for something that how can I help her or he, how I can connect both pieces and give them the possibility for them to really unfold in all the 5 bodies, not just the mental body or this and this. And that's why I said, okay, no, I want to close this company. I was not coherent, because I was kind of saying one thing, but in fact I was kind of with a burnout, because I was not feeling more. I was kind of working, doing, and not, in fact, not doing what it was supposed to do. So I said, okay, I want to give this company to some people. Just give. I mean, I don't want to sell. I just want this baby project. I mean, it was not a baby because I was managing the company for 9 years. But then, okay, I want just to continue the work, and then I want to stop and create a new thing. And in fact, I created a new project. The name is Cura Amor. Cura Amor is cura is healing, and amor is love in Portuguese. And in fact, it's kind of this. Maybe with love, you can heal. Loving your 5 bodies, right? And that's I'm experiencing that, connecting all these informations, and also in relating to the money that you're talking before. Sometimes I see that even for customers, money sometimes is an issue or is an excuse. And in fact, I don't, when someone is saying, oh no, I cannot pay you the money or that value for your service, I always create possibilities and say, okay, you don't have money, what do you have? And you can come to a place, we can go and make a meeting in the nature, or sit it inside, or hugging a tree. So in fact, all this kind of doing the things in a new perspective, or in the possibility perspective, sometimes people say, wow, I never thought about this. And people start also to change their minds and change the way they think and they do things. And oh my God, this makes me really glad, because sometimes you, in fact, I'm going to share one thing, because sometimes you don't need to say something. You just need to put just a kind of a seed, and then you don't need to do nothing. Just the seed starts to grow. And then you say, oh, okay, people goes and they grow by themselves. So it's really funny. Yeah.
I'm glad you're doing seedlings for Archiaki this way.
Yes, and I feel so much joy of hearing you, because since you have this tradition of replacing yourself, that you're not, that you just gave the company away to somebody else to look after because you felt it wasn't for you anymore. And also the way you shared about this, that you kind of, when your job is done when you don't have to, or they are looking after themselves, the people you that come to you, when they realize how much possibilities they have, you're no longer needed. And for me, it sounds like that's actually the goal of what you do, to make yourself like not needed anymore, to empower others to find possibilities for themselves.
Yeah.
And yeah, coming to this money topic, like I don't know if it's a fantasy world, but maybe my grounding has a fantasy world about you, that you are a professional, grown as creator, that you have an act for creating these structures, and somehow this is for now, it hasn't been my part. It has been kind of difficult, or I witnessed some resentment about money that I had to heal first, so that now money is more flowing in my life, but it's still not at the level where I can sense that how to say, yeah, there are still emotional waves about money. And I'm curious because you seem to not have those emotions regarding money, and it's more like something simple to kind of create those bridges with money. So yeah, my question is like trying to sprout right now, and is yeah, how do you connect this such strength or energy that is kind of declared with the possibility management space, and you kind of welcome people and find your balance with money while you're still creating your rolling the ball with your spaces.
Yeah. I mean, for me, and this is not, I mean, we are in a PM space, but this is not PM language, but money comes from your mother. It's kind of the milk of your mother. If you have problems with your mother, you don't receive money, period. So there is family constellations talks, okay, not PM way of talking about money. But, and then, for example, another thing that came from the family constellations is you can receive money, but then the money goes all away because you cannot kind of saving it. It's because you have problems with your father. This is just from the family constellations world. From my perspective, or since I already created companies and I didn't have problems with that, I still have issues, or I still have kind of things to work with my mother and father, because there's, I mean, we all have stories about our mother and father, and we know all of this, and I still have this. But in fact, I like money, or I like to receive and I like to give, and this must be balanced, right? And so when I create something, it comes also from your fear, because okay, I don't have this, or I want to create possibilities and I want to create something. When I created that company that I talked, I mean, there was nothing here in Portugal related to mental health online. It was a kind of thing that, yes, existed in the United States, but not in Portugal. And I said, oh, this is legal. So lots of unconscious fears came. But then I said, no, okay, so I use my fear now. So I use lots of anger to do the things, because I really use I have this anger to do things. And I don't, I mean, I one of the things that I think, and I know that I have is really resilience, because I always work, for example, in a sales area. So you receive lots of no's. And okay, no, I go to another one. And I mean, I don't give up. That's the thing. I don't give up. And so, yeah, when you start something, or that's my experience, when you start something, of course, you need to grow your connections. You need to grow the persons you want to be connected with. And I mean, if you want to give them, or if you want to sell, using the word selling, because it means that you are exchanging something, and it could be in money, or it could be other ways. I mean, maybe before I came in the POM world, I think that connecting something was just through money. I don't have that story right now. I can exchange things not with money. And yes, sometimes with people that are more focused on exchanging just with money, I exchange with money, and that's okay. I don't have any story that exchanging shouldn't be with money. No, it's with money, it's no money. I mean, if it works for me, fine, or if it works for both people, fine. And that's it. I mean, what I feel is that if you are really connected in your source, and if the project that you're creating somehow is really the project that you want to create here, shouldn't have be any problems with money or nothing. Of course, you will be tested. If that's a challenge. No, I don't want to go more. I mean, we all have challenges, not just challenges related to money, challenges related to life, to the things that you need, that somehow you could express or feel or pass through that experience. And money is just one thing. It's just money is, like I said before, is just also a way that you are nurturing yourself to live. If you need money, you can nurture yourself, of course, with other things. And if there is no money, if for example, money did not exist in the world, somehow we could connect with other ways of exchanging things, and could just exchanging because we exchange time, or we exchange love. I mean, lots of things we can exchange. But money still exists, at least in this society, or I don't know how it will be in the archy. And I mean, but for me, money is just it's just a question. It's just sometimes it's just like you said, people sometimes have their own emotional things or problems to deal with the money. And I can tell you one story. I hear one woman saying that she was trying to evolve in their path in the career, and somehow unconsciously there was a limit. She couldn't pass a value from, for example, 4,000 euros, for example. Why? Because she struggles a lot, she works a lot, but she couldn't find this 4,000 euros. She couldn't have a salary or something more than 4,000 euros. And why? Because in their system, her mother was the value that she gained before. So she thought, okay, no, I cannot earn more money than my mother, So sometimes there are some things that maybe are unconscious in you that you need just to break. Say, no. I mean, I can have an unlimited amount of resources, and resources also, money is one resource, right? And sometimes there is some unconscious things that you have in you, and you just need to take some, okay, this is one thing, this is another thing, this is another thing, and you just need to break out. Because, for example, and I can give you this specific example, in this specific moment, in this specific project that I have, in fact, I'm not gaining so much money. And I can, I'm worried about it. No, because sometimes because I think, okay, but I still have some money, or I still have some savings. I am renting my house. So I'm not, I mean, I used my fear before to plan things. And we know that, I mean, it's not because we plan things that things go away, because things are happening in life. But somehow I feel confident that the universe or Gaia will not put me like, okay, in scarcity, because there is no scarcity in here, because I know you, you know me. I mean, we all can resource ourselves together in a community. So yeah, I think, yeah, I don't have fear. In fact, I mean, I have fear. I have lots of fear. I have lots of fear. But somehow I don't I don't focus my fear on the money issues, you know. I am, maybe I'm just focused on my fears are more, oh, I don't know this or I don't know that. Um, somehow I'm just trying to put my center on what is really needed, what is supposed for me to be here to do or to be. And if I'm really connected with my being, things will come in a balance, not because I'm giving too much or receiving too much. It will be balanced, and it will be the things that I really need in that specific moment. So I'm feeling that. I'm feeling that sometimes my thoughts came, oh, I wanted to gain more money. And then I think, this is just gremlin things just to put you in a mess. No. And what's your, I mean, I'm feeling I'm missing something. No. So gremlin, you're cool, but I don't want to talk to you today. So let's go. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, thank you for saying that. When you were speaking, I was like creating this connection to you again, and money. I can sense like I have still reaction in my system about money when you pronounce the name. Even so, I'm still distilling that, and I will hold space for dojo, emotional healing process dojo about money. That's what I discovered while you were speaking. And setting aside this emotion that I have, I want to also, I kind of had a sense that you naturally connect to Gaia. And this is, you said like Gaia won't put me in scarcity because scarcity don't exist. And I also had the sense that you are kind of naturally relating to Gaia. There is a strong relationship with you and Gaia. That it can like a strong bond. That's what I hear and what I sense right now. And the same thing is like I wanna ask you, like, how did you create that bond, or did you how did you create such a connection to Gaia?
Thank you for that. I didn't know that I could have such a connection. So I'm feeling glad because somehow you feel it. Oh, I'm really feeling joy. Uh, I don't know. I mean, I grew up in a small town with culture. So I grew up my potatoes, all this when I was a teenager and when I was young. And somehow I felt that coming to Lisbon, it is a big city. Somehow I kind of disconnected with that. But now I still have in my own garden. So I put cabbages there. I plant that and I grow it and put water every day. So I'm feeling really glad because somehow, and I'm eating organic food. So I mean, I think I could do more things. I don't eat meat. So lots of things I'm doing for Gaia. And somehow I feel, okay, I should do more because I'm always thinking, okay, maybe there is some things that, in fact, I'm not doing, but I mean, yeah, I feel that, I mean, I'm here, I choose this planet is supporting my life here. So yeah, but I mean, I'm not feeling that it's just the connection with the earth, but also the connection with the divine or the spiritual world or something. Because if you are just here, but you're not connected to your soul or something, I mean, I don't know the right words to say here in this PM talk, but somehow, I mean, somehow you receive information. So from your spirit or whatever to be here to do something or to stay here really connected to the other beings, to the earth, to the planets, to the universe. And if you're not, I mean, if you're just focused on yourself or on gathering something or something just for me it doesn't make sense. So yeah, if I can just also growing my things and choose organic food and stay connected with when I'm sitting in the beach and just breathing the air or those moments of really connecting, yeah, that makes me feel alive. And yeah, and if in fact I'm not putting garbage or if I'm not doing something that is not okay to Gaia, yeah, maybe Gaia will also give me back something to me. I mean, so yeah, I don't think that, yeah, even if I did lots of bad things, not okay, good things in past lives. Yeah, now I'm here. I want to evolve. I want to be someone who is really connected with me and with others. So yeah, I don't think that money it will be a problem because there is always possibilities. Yeah, and if I choose before to work in a corporate world and receiving lots of money, but I was not just so focused on myself, I was just focused on, okay, career. And now I changed my mind and I'm focused on other things. Yeah, maybe it's also as a purpose of, okay, I received some money before. So I had structures to know how to deal with money, how to create structures, how to create companies, how to manage companies. So all of these prior experiences that, I mean, was good for me before. So now I know that even if I'm just creating new projects that I'm not gaining the same or I'm not receiving the same that I received 20 years back, but I still know how to work and how to connect, how to sell projects, how to create things. So those things will run.
Yeah. Thank you for sharing that. When you were speaking, it was also connecting to the bright principle of integrity in what you shared, and there is a big part about integrity into the relationship with money. And I also had this issue, for example, for those who will be listening to this video or podcast, is an issue that I see many times happening in Money Club spaces, is people coming with a sense of dispersion in many activities, and kind of it's kind of maybe losing the focus or loving so much new things that is like a tree that is not pruned and that give little fruits instead of big fruits. And I don't know if you have also some hint for some who might do some emotional healing process about that. And yeah, if you have intuition or things coming up.
Yeah, I mean, in this, what I learned also in the entrepreneurship world, when you create something, it's just you need to really be really focused. Because I had that experience of if you want to pitch your project to someone, so for example, if you want to have a partner who have money to grow your company, for example, you need to be really focused, because otherwise people say, okay, I'm putting money, but you're creating lots of things, so you're going to disperse and you will not do exactly the the right path or something like that. And in fact, sometimes it happens because if you're not focused, you're not putting your attention, all your energy in the things that it will help you growing fast, for example. Because if you're putting energy, okay, I'm going to put a seed here, there are 10 seeds. You need to watch all the seeds. And so maybe one seed will grow really slow, and then you put more water there. So that's it. I mean, I'm not saying that it's good or bad doing the things. It's just what exactly you need, or what exactly is your purpose in that moment. Because in fact, myself, I like lots of things. I mean, I feel really bored if I'm just doing one thing. But that's my thing. But somehow I created a company, was focused, and I mean, I was not just doing 10 things. This is this. And then, because when you talk with someone, you say, okay, you can ask what is your pain, or what is your dream, blah, 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 whatever. It depends if you're talking with the pain or with the dream. But somehow you cannot do everything. You just need to focus, at least to start with something, with that person or with the company or whatever. And then when you have confidence, or when you have that person working with you, maybe you know, okay, I see other thing. Maybe, yeah, or people see, oh, you also know this. I can also work with you in other things. But if you're just dispersing, in fact, it's because you're not putting your energetic body in all your bodies in what needs to be done. So, yeah, and that's why. And what is coming in my mind right now, it's maybe because people are confused. It's because they are not using their anger to do the things. So if you're not using your anger, you don't do nothing, you don't receive money, blah, 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 because you're just maybe messed up in the fear and sadness, and yeah, nothing happens, right?
Yeah, I kind of sense that there's really still an edge to actually have a big picture. And this is also what could be tricky with Archan Permaculture, which is such a big game world with a lot of different dimensions all around. And there are moments where it is necessary to actually be rooted, grounded, and really like straight. And there are moments where the attention is very open to see the whole pictures. And I sense like there is, yeah, I can sense also in me there is this tendency of seeing kind of a fantasy world that is all is possible, like the tree is there, and it doesn't have to be pruned, and one take those three main branches. Instead, I know these three main branches will give the best fruits. And yeah, I can sense that. Make me think of that. Like also like to really, this is really a learning to be focused and be really clear about what I'm holding space for. I'm wondering if right now, yeah, I wanted to speak about the 5 bodies. Maybe we'll close also this space we are having together, because I love the way you talk about the 5 bodies and how it is important to make that bridge. And this is what we want to create in our Money Club series, is this a bridge towards the 5 bodies, and seeing how money is interacting with 5 bodies.
Yeah. Can I tell you one experience? Because you can, for example, put the money, the figure of money in front of a person, and imagine, for example, you are the money and Anika is the person. And you represent the money, and Anika is the person, and you see how the money and the person interact. It's really art. It's really amazing how you can do this experience and see if the money goes, or if you run away from the money, or if the money just wants to go to you, but you have a fear of the money. I mean, it's really cool. It's just an experiment. It's really cool that I really like to do. Yeah. I don't know, maybe you already did it. I don't know.
Not yet. That's great. I'm taking it.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I love it. I will do that. In one of our sessions, I will propose that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm wondering, Anika, do you have some questions regarding that? See, you are silent, but I sense you are resources.
Yeah, this distinction about like putting my attention on too many things at the same time also means that I'm spraying all my energy out into. So it came to me, this distinction from a while back, that wherever I put my attention, there I also put my energy. Like where my attention goes, my energy flows.
Yeah.
So just spreading out my attention also means that nothing is really going anywhere. Just the energy is just, like bits of particles here and there, and it has no effect. And as a person who also wants to do a lot of things, it's painful to have this distinction that, okay, if I'm doing too many things, I'm not doing much, because my energy is just going out and it's not really reaching anything.
Yeah. Thank you for bringing that and really focusing on this edgecast about this spreading energy. I think that there is really a core distinction there in relationship to money. Yeah. Wow. Thank you for this journey. Do you have anything you want to add? Or us three, we could weave into to this 20th episode, and now coming down to earth in Archan Permaculture Money Club podcast.
No, I don't know. I think, I mean, it's runs fast. Yeah, I mean, it's always almost the end. Yeah. It was amazing. I mean, I really enjoy it. I was kind of with fear before. I mean, I don't know what they will ask or something, but I mean, because I think, oh, I'm not in the permaculture thing, so maybe I don't know what to say. Yeah, but I feel really joy. And in fact, I mean, if I am to leave because I have a meeting, I stay here talking and be here with you. Yeah.
And that's great, because I had a fear when I started the first question, like this boring question, what is it that you do? Like, for example, Rage Club, and you could do it, you could say it with a very ordinary way, like I'm doing Rage Club and then this and that and this, but that's not what you did. And I'm glad we connected on another level and with another purpose and intention. And I'm also glad that actually I didn't know you had a garden, and that you are also a gardener. So there are many connections with what is this game world of Archan Permaculture. So yes, thank you for these discoveries.
Thank you. And you for asking me to come here to talk to you. Really glad to meeting you, Annika, because we didn't work like this before, and yeah, to see you again, Gabriel. Yeah, really glad. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.